Hello and welcome to a short demonstration on how to create a QR code and video for your artist statement. So the first thing I'm going to do in iMovie is I'm going to import the image of my artwork. I'm using this image because it is in the public domain and therefore I don't need to credit. So what I'm going to do is I clicked on the import icon and now I'm saying import to a new event. I'm creating a new event because every time I create a new movie, it's easier to create a new event to contain all of the resources that belong to that movie. So I'm importing a JPEG of the image that I'm using as my example artwork, and I'm importing that image. Then I'm going to click to create a new project, and I want to create a new movie project. I don't want to create a trailer because that will cause some odd things to happen and we don't need any transitions. So I'm also choosing no theme when it comes to that question as well. Then all I need to do is drag my image into my timeline. If you select the image, click on the cropping tool in the menus, and then either change the Ken Burns effect to something you do want, like perhaps I want to start at the top of the image and have it go down to the bottom so that you can see the detail. That's fine. And in fact, I'll leave that one like that and I'll add another copy of the image. And this time I'll say fit, which then fits the image to the screen. So although the image is not wide enough to fill the screen, it will fit top to bottom and leave black bars on either side. Now, my artist statement is longer than 8 seconds, so I'm actually going to increase the duration of this just by dragging it, and I'm just going to increase it to 1.5 minutes for now, even though my statement is maybe not that long. Instead of recording with QuickTime or doing other things and then importing more information, the easiest way to record your statement is to use the VoiceOver tool. I just click on the VoiceOver tool, I place the playhead where I want the VoiceOver to begin, and then I click on the record icon. It'll give me a countdown. I'm wearing earphones so you can't hear it, and then I begin speaking. Now, if I make any mistakes while I'm reading my artist statement, I can pause and begin that sentence again, and then just edit out those mistakes later on. I recommend that you don't stop, delete it, and start completely over unless you make a huge mistake right at the beginning. Otherwise, it's just a lot easier to edit out mistakes rather than stopping recording, deleting, and re-recording every single time. Click stop recording when you're done speaking. After you've finished recording your voiceover, edit mistakes out of the audio. So for example, right here, I can see that I left a very big pause between words. So I'm just going to cut that out. I click on the audio waveline, and then I can right click and choose split clip, or I use the shortcut Command B, and then click again, Command B, and then just cut that part out and move the pieces closer together. So you can go through your audio and look for spaces where you've paused, where you've made mistakes, and just cut them out. Okay, so for example here again, I could cut this section out. Perhaps I made a mistake here. So I click and I delete that out. Now I have to move that closer so they're back together, and notice that this other one didn't move, so I need to move that up too. So it's usually best to go from the beginning to the end so that you have fewer things to move around. Once you have the audio finished and you like how you sound, listen to it through, then make sure that the image is on the same timing. So right here I made mine way too long, so I'll shorten that up. And actually, let's trim this off the end, because if I remember correctly, that's just me saying, okay, push the stop button now. So there's my artist statement, and now I can share it to YouTube. So all I need to do is click on the share icon at the top of the screen, click on YouTube, and then I need to make sure that this is viewable by my audience. So unlisted or public are both good choices. Unlisted means that only the people you give the link to can see the video. Public means that anyone can search the web and find this. So I'm leaving mine as unlisted because I don't really want people to be able to search and find this. Then I click Next, and I click Publish. Then all I need to do is wait until it finishes uploading to YouTube. When you see the Share Successful message, then you can go to YouTube and go to your channel. And under your Video Manager, you should be able to find it. It may not be completely loaded. If it's not completely loaded, it doesn't matter. If you take the link, it's still going to be the same link. So I'm going to copy this link, and then I'm going to qr-code-generator.com to create my QR code. And all I do is I paste the site in there. It's a static site, so then I just click Create QR Code. When it's finished, I download it. And I'm not really interested in signing up for their services, so I'm just going to X out of that. And then I'm going to save it on my desktop. Then I can delete the zip file. And add my QR code to my artist statement. I just dragged it in and dropped it on the page, and now I'm just going to resize it and wrap the text so that it looks nicer. And I'll add a little instruction at the bottom to say what the QR code is for. Then I can print this and put it with my artwork on display for the interdisciplinary project. Thanks for watching.